And we're back. How you doing?
Good, bro.
I started the recording so we can just hop right into it.
Okay, cool.
So, how you doing, man?
Good, good. How you been?
Great. How did you watch fireworks? Anything today? I mean,
A little bit here and a little bit after we finish. I think I will.
what? You're in Dallas, right?
Yes, Dallas.
What time do they start? It's a little late there.
Um, I know they started like in Richardson at like 9:45.
Oh, so you're gonna go out after this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's
Let me
no.
let me not take too much of your time. Okay. So
What
how do you
about you?
feel
All
about
right.
the data? How you feel about the data?
We got it. Good, really good. I really appreciate it. It seemed pretty straightforward, pretty easy to read. Um, I think we did really good. I really liked that we were able to implement the transitions, internal and external. And think I really noticed the difference after doing that.
Do you think we can rely on this data moving forward? I mean, do you think it was the data really um, measured what we were going after?
I think so. I would definitely like to get a few more days just so you can, of course, compare, to notice any trends or anything.
Yeah,
But definitely think that's a really good starting point for us to use.
I definitely think like long term, like a week or week, and then take a break, and then another week to check, like you said, to see what it really looks like, not just from one day. I mean, anything could happen in one day. So to find trends, I think that would be incredible. And what do you think? What transitions do you think went smoothly?
So I started trying to implement the big timer on the whiteboard in front for the last 5 minutes of each each evolution. So after math, when we transition from math to reading to special, well not special, well two specials, but coming back after lunch. And I think I noticed that it really helped. It became kind of more of a subconscious thing, and then we look for it the last few minutes. I would notice they would start looking and start getting ready to go to the next, getting ready to transition. I noticed that helped. Implementing a few new call and response transitions also helped in trying to get the movement as well, um, especially at the beginning of the day when they're still coming in, still waking up, still getting acclimated to everything.
Yeah, those are those transitions that are important to me. That's where I came up with the term internal, because after the handshake, they have to go in the classroom, right?
Right.
And they have to figure out what they have to do. I'm sure you set up a routine and procedure for them. It's like, this is what you have to do after our handshake. And so that's where I wanted the transitions to feel as natural as that. They already knew. It was built
Right.
in. It was a part of them, basically. And you
Mhm.
said you use the external cue and response. You think you can link the external with the internal?
Um, Definitely. Maybe. All right. So after we say that, after we say we're transitioning to our next evolution, whether it's getting our books ready for reading or getting in line for recess or specials. I definitely think that could help. And even transitioning from recess back inside, they know, when they hear they hear a whistle or they hear the call and response to start lining up for recess.
Here's what I mean by that. When I say the external cue, like, say you have, I mean, you in your school you have built-in transitions. You already have it planned in there 5 minutes, correct?
Right.
Like the transition gives, they have some time built in. So I think what we're worried about more is like the smoothness, correct?
Hmm.
The time,
Yeah.
because you already have the time built in. So that's a luxury, I think. With the external cue, it's like you make that external cue a routine and procedure in itself. That's what I mean by linking them. Like you can make that
Okay.
external cue in itself. Like when they hear that one cue, they have to do that one thing.
Right.
So do you think that could help?
Definitely. Um, just with repetition, of course. Definitely not trying, doing it one day then abandoning it. I think if we're able to do it repetitively and make it where it's a habit or a mindset, I think that would definitely, because anything is repetition is everything. Is the mother of success.
It is. I mean, I thought they used to say the father of learning. Now we changed it to the mother. I like that.
Lil Wayne said that one time, so I had to.
Wayne said the father.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I misquoted.
But I just read the mother too. I just read that somewhere. The mother of is in repetition. But what transitions do you think were less effective, and why?
Um, there's a few. I tried to find some like neat ones on YouTube with movement, and I think they were just a little bit too fun. So it kind of ended up getting like distracted and trying to watch the video or like instead of actually transitioning. So maybe if I like just play the song and hide the video, and I think that would help. But it's just a little too interactive.
I mean, it got them. I mean, their energy up, so they
Right,
were
right. They got the energy going in the wrong direction.
That's a problem that I used to have when I first started teaching. Luckily, I had a great mentor, and he told me that you can get them very excited, but you can't bring them down. And I had to really think about that. I had to really think so I just used the same technique that I was using to get them up to bring them down.
Right.
The first 2 years, my kids were happy, but it took me probably 10 minutes to get them down. Like, hey, calm down.
Right.
And I used to say I created this thing. I mean, I'm happy they're happy, but we have to learn sometime. I understand the distraction part of it. I really do. I mean, I get that. How do you think, like you said, you can minimize that by taking away the video? But what about if you learn like I said, like linking that, like whatever the video was, you learn the voice of so it could be an external thing linked to a routine. Again, creating a habit. Like
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. Right. Where it's more a natural part of the lesson, maybe.
Yes.
Make it tie it into whatever we're learning about that day, whatever. I'm not that creative or a good singer, but maybe we as a class come up with it where they can take ownership of it. I think would also, because they're really creative. And I have this one girl that like she's a really good singer. She has a lot of original songs, so maybe she could help me with that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I used to use their music.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things they would come up, they would add on to our transitions. Like,
Right.
but have you ever tried a
Clap?
A clap transition, like a pattern of claps? Like, say 1 is this, and then 2 is hit the desk, and then 3 is, and then 4 is. So they start to learn a pattern. You can create patterns with clapping, and that is that's one of my ways to calm them down. Like when I get up, I'm like, I'll actually give it to the students. I hand it off. I'm like, Eduardo, give it to me, and he'll start. He'll go 1, 2, and all the kids will start, and they'll start to slowly come in because everybody wants to get on it. But like I said, that's because I try to take myself out of it.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's really cool.
Do you think transitions could be a part of the learning environment, like embedded, like really a part of learning? To almost eliminate the term transitions.
Right, definitely, but that takes I think I kind of can envision what it is you're envisioning. I just think that would take a lot of, and it has to happen at the beginning, something like that, to get it that autonomous, that fluid. You definitely have to establish it from the beginning, and establish not even just the actual routines, the mindset in the students that this is necessary. That okay, this is what we're working towards. This is how it should look. A lot of modeling on your part, a lot of organization.
Yes.
But I definitely think that's doable. And I think, that's what you should strive for. Even if it's the last month of school, you still haven't got it. I think, that's what you want to strive for, that fluidity.
Do you think in the coming year you can do that? I mean, what would be a goal? Would that be a part of how you envision your ecosystem?
Definitely, and that's definitely a goal of mine. I think it's possible. It's just honestly the majority of it falls on me. Having that mindset, establishing that mindset, and implementing those practices. Um, Trying to put it in motion myself, seeing it through myself first. Trying to figure out challenges to the obstacle to the goal that we set. But I do think it's definitely possible, definitely feasible.
What challenges do you see moving forward? Like with the students, like do you think you could give it off to the students more, give more of the transition to the student, or embed them more, or what do you think you would do moving forward?
That's a really good question. That's kind of something I struggle with, trying to put things in their hand. That's something I've been working on lately, giving them more freedom and allowing them to take more control of their learning, which is something I know you do really well. So I try to pick that up from you when I can. But I do think allowing maybe different groups to create transitions for different times could be good. So it would be like, okay, it's this group's transition time. Like, okay, so we know when it's their time, we go here, or we're doing this, or we're moving this way. I honestly had never really considered that because I'm like, no, they're not gonna get it if I don't show them the right way the first time.
That's it. That's an incredible idea because the last time we talked, you talked about competition.
What's that?
Competition.
Mm-hmm.
Implementing transition in competition. So breaking them up into groups and saying, "Oh, this is your transition time."
Right.
You time them yourself. Then you make that a competition.
Wow, that's a really good idea.
Because I was trying to make it competitive when I was
right.
But that's so hard. It takes away from the students. But in this way, I think it could work.
Right. And I just had an idea, like, okay, we had 20 seconds with this group's transition. Let's, whoever I guess the shortest or the most, the quickest turnaround. I think that could be part of the competition where it's everybody still is involved, but it's a group is able to take ownership of that specific part of it.
Yeah, if the kid's not too smart, where they try to slow down during that group.
Hey,
You good?
Sorry.
No.
Tell me you didn't lose that. You didn't lose that, did you?
No, it pauses.
Okay. Oh my God. I thought I had enough juice to coast it out.
I know you're busy, so I mean, we'll go ahead and break from this because I know you have a lot of work to do or go. I mean, it's the 4th of July, so.
No, you're fine, bro.
But moving forward, I mean, I think I'll come back to your class. I mean, we'll schedule like maybe a few weeks so we can look at the trends and try to implement these group transitions that we just talked about and linking it to competition. I think group-led transitions will be great. I've never seen that before, and I think I could learn from that as well. Through you. Through your suffering, I can learn.
Thank you.
But I appreciate your time, and I don't know if you have any questions for me. You can ask me anything. I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything.
No problem. Definitely, if you don't mind, just or if you know any like videos about any good transitions, or if you could like maybe come a little early and model one day, like I would be totally okay with that.
Yeah, I would love to do the one-on-one model, and that's my learning style. We talked about that last time, like for you to help me implement the things that I wanted to implement in my class. So yeah, I would love to model those for you, like, or I can make an own video of how I instruct.
Okay, definitely.
Send it to you, and it would be great.
Right.
I would really like to do that actually. If we could trade videos.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But anything else?
Oh, that's it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a pleasure, and I don't think we'll meet again, right?
What was it? No.
I think this was it, man.
Oh man, it's been a pleasure, bro.
It's nice to meet you.
Like, this doesn't have to be it though. We gotta like keep this going.
I'll be in Texas.
Okay.
In July, man. Maybe we can meet up.
Okay, definitely, bro. Hit me up, bro.
All right, I have your number, so best luck to you and have a great summer.
You too, bro.
All right.
Thanks for everything. See you, bro.